Hello friends, welcome to today's video. Today I thought I would do a simple little review of a lip product. It is the BalmJour Creamy Lip Stain. I don't normally necessarily do dedicated reviews to lip products, but this one is interesting in what they say it is, interesting in how it feels and what it does. And it appears to be a new release, so I thought I would do this video to let you know my thoughts. I've been trying this out for a couple of weeks now. I received it in my, what month is it now? It's May, so I received it in my April Ipsy subscription. I have the shade Salut right here. What I'm gonna do is tell you a little bit about this product. I am going to show you my application of it and give you my thoughts on it. I have done reviews previously on Balm Cosmetics products, so I'm not really going to talk about the company, but I will link the other reviews that I've done down below. And for everything else, there are going to be timestamps as well. This product, as I mentioned, is called the BalmJour, which is a play on bonjour, and the play on words continues as the 8 shades that they have here are all named after saying hello in various languages. So the shades include Hola, Konnichiwa, Aloha, Salut, hello, Namaste, Ciao, and Ni Hao. They're all pretty typical lip colors. They're in the nude to pink to red range. And I think I mentioned the one that I have here is Salut. And Salut is kind of a mauvey sort of color, pinkish nude mauve. I feel like I always string together 3 terms, and I'll show you what it looks like in a moment. Buying this is going to cost you $14 US, and I will tell you the description of it. They describe these as lip stains to up your gloss game for a perfect mix of stain and shine. With a uniquely flexible formula, the BalmJour starts as a gloss, finishes as a stain, and delivers the high pigment payoff of a lipstick. And since these creamy, moisturizing lip stains have serious staying power, you'll never have to say adieu. This one here is a sample. It was produced specifically for Ipsy, and I think the one that you get is 2 to 3 times the size of this. So let's talk about the application and my experience with it. It's an interesting formula, and you start to notice that when you put it on. I wouldn't necessarily call it highly pigmented. I didn't see huge swipes of color going on. It is a very thin formula, and it does spread quite well, although because it's a thin formula, not a lot picks up onto the applicator. I do find that it's the kind of formula where if it gathers in one place, you get more of the pigment there. It feels very lovely going on, and it does make your lips look very luscious and doesn't cling to any dry spots. So here's the thing about this is I don't really know what it's trying to be. And let me walk you through my feelings because there's a lot of them there. With the application, you saw it's not super pigmented. It goes on like a very thin gloss. But the issue is that it's a thin gloss, while not highly pigmented, still has pigment in it. So when it's on your lips, you do have to be a little careful because it's easy for it to move around. So if I move my lips together and move my lips around, it's going to push that pigment towards the outside of my lips and possibly past my lip line. But you do need to have a certain amount of it to get any kind of color impact. So I do think the best benefit of this is how smooth and luscious it makes your lips look when you first apply it. My first impression putting this on was like, wow, this makes my lips look so good, especially for somebody who tends to have dry lips. This just went on so nicely over top of it. And for the first little while, I thought it felt moisturizing. It definitely does not feel sticky in any way like a gloss. It has a lot of slip to it. However, I do notice as I've worn this more and more, that slip that's there isn't a moisturizing slip, and in looking at the ingredients, there's nothing in there that is a moisturizing ingredient. It's more like a silicone slip to it. So it feels very soft, but it's not actually providing, as far as I can tell, any moisturizing benefits to my lips. Now that slip continues. So as long as I have this product on my lips, I can put my lips together and, feel it move around, which is totally fine. However, this doesn't ever dry down. So even if I've had this on for an hour and I then go to get, a cup of coffee or, a glass of water, this is going to come off on it. And I do not find that it really is a stain. I'll show you a shot here of what my lips look like. When I put this on in the morning, I wore it for probably about an hour without, you know, doing anything to it like drinking that would take it away. And then I did have coffee and that sort of thing. So after about 4 hours, this is what my lips look like. And I don't notice, there is a slight pinky tint to my lips, but I definitely wouldn't call it a stain. To me, this almost has the feeling and effect of a highly pigmented, non-sticky gloss. And it's hard because while I do love how it looks initially, I find that having a product with this much slip to it that never really sets down is an issue when there is this much pigment to it. So I don't know how much I'm going to be reaching for this because I'm not sure what it fills for me. Like if I wanted a stain, I might go for something like the NYX stain that I have that is very watery and highly pigmented, but it like dries onto your lips and then it's stained. And I do think there are other products out there. I know there's other products out there that are like that. If I wanted something that was more, you know, had some slip to it, I'd probably still go for like a bullet lipstick, something that was moisturizing and didn't dry out my lips, but had enough of a grip that I didn't feel like it was gonna move around my face. And then if there's products that do have this much slip and shine to it, I'm more likely to look at a gloss, excuse me, a gloss that is a bit lighter and clearer. So if that gloss does get outside my lip line a little bit, it's not going to be that noticeable. So I don't think I would agree that this is creamy or a stain. If I was going to be labeling this as anything, I would call it a shine. I would call it a pigmented gloss, but gloss implies a little bit more shine than it has. So it's almost like a, I don't know, like a glossy liquid lipstick, but without the gloss. It's like a slippery, less pigmented liquid lipstick. And I don't know that any of those are features that I necessarily want it to have. Maybe some of the other shades that are lighter in tone would function a little closer to a gloss without being worried about it moving around. And, you know, a little swipe of this without building it up to get pigment could have a very nice, you know, luscious look to it without worrying again about it moving around. But as it stands, I'm not sure where this would factor into my makeup looks, where I would find myself reaching for it very often, which is too bad because I think it's interesting to come out with something unique. I just think this isn't filling any kind of need that I have and is maybe bringing together some parts of products that don't go very well together. But I would love to hear what you think about this product. If you've tried it, if you've liked it, if you received different shades, all of that, let me know that in the comments down below. I love hearing from you guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you like these reviews, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!